Greetings, Skyfarers. Welcome to another episode of Sunless Skies. I'm Cobalt Thorium. What did these guys need? Oh, they needed, we needed, like, titania, or, yeah, titania, pus, right? Where do you get that? We're at titania. Where do you find titania pus? Anyway. We're going to go look for the devil people. They're supposedly south-southwest. Which means they should be nearby. It's great that we found a good nectar source, though. Hey there, bud. Fuel, nice. Our hold is full. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. A silver idol rests inside the cage, 4 wings extended from its hunched shoulders. Made from moonstone, your navigator says in a hushed voice, to amplify the light of the stars. With no space to store it, so probably great that it was not a physical object. A little bit of storage space soon. Stunted grove. The silence is eerie. The stoker tries to sing to lighten the mood. His comrades hush him. Oh, this must be that place. Yeah, this is totally the devil-y place. Trying to make it so that on the mini-map we can tell that this is a passage. No, it's going to be very, very clear. Same message as before. The Garden of Insatiable Roses, the checkerboard garden. It is. Corillin, I believe it is called. So a little bit to go to really clear off the area. Make it fully scouted. That took no time at all for us to get here. It's actually really nice that a lot of these places are very close together. Oh, I forgot to pick up a crew the last time we were at Winchester. Oop. That's the wrong place. Alright, we found Corillin. This peaceful, Carmine, is that Carmine? Institution, Carmen? Was founded by devils from London, dedicated to the betterment of the soul. Brotherage's A Tour of Heaven describes it as a cross between a spa, a sanatorium, and purgatory. She commends its bracing airs. Enter Carillin's foyer. Grey stone, the color of a monastery. Or you could travel around Carillin. Carillin is broken into terraces, where most of the soul treatments take place. Attending devils and devilisses dressed in uniform, and an incoming parade of the sick, the friendless, the dying, and those who think their lives would be better if only they were something else. This is Carillin, where souls are refined into something more impressive. Go speak to the presiding deviless. She is an artisan of souls. Perhaps she can do something with yours. Perhaps she'll just offer you advice. Or could write a report. The penitents come from all corners of the high wilderness. Someone will want to hear of their comings and goings. You definitely want to do that. The isolated office of the of an abstemious devil. The isolated office of an abstemious devil. No sooner have you stepped off your engine, an invitation is pressed into your hand. Dear Madame, I understand you to be a person of admirable association. Excuse me. I require a sympathetic and intrepid captain. I hope that's you. It smells faintly of brimstone. Jeez. So we need to be establishment to do this. Well, we'll write a report first because it gives us money. You take notes. You take some notes on a pilgrim's journey through Carillin. The first protocol is the beehive-shaped office at the center, or, more accurately, the long queue leading into it. From there, the infernal attendants direct them to one of Carillin's 7 gardens to undergo penances. They certainly look penitent by the time they emerge. Presumably their souls are much improved. Not that you can tell. Okay. Now we can speak to the presiding deviless. Led between the wickerworks. The presiding deviless works in an office shaped like a beehive. A stone and wickerwork building that stands all alone in the middle of Carillin's central courtyard. She conducts intake interviews. What does that mean, intake interviews? Well, whatever. She conducts intake interviews with new patients, one by one. After a long time in line, you reach her last. Greetings, madame. How may we stretch, strain, purify, and strengthen you now that you've come to Carillin? Yikes. She's creepy looking. Her apron is starched, her dress pinstriped. There's a stack of patient files on her desk, color-coded. Corners of her mouth say she knows something to your disadvantage. Like her. Okay, so we can ask her about Carillin. She must be used to explaining to newcomers and to those whose memories are attenuated by pain. We could purchase an indulgence. All the other types of penance are slower and more difficult. We could purchase indulgences in bulk. The other routes to repairing a soul require so much more effort. I don't know what these give us. Return. How many of these do we have? I have 3. Don't we need them? Do we need them for something? I think I'm carrying them for something. I actually kind of forget what. Okay, so we could return to the center of Carillon. There are other patients waiting to see the Deviless. Now, we can't do this, but we could provide exquisite insight. Such a dedicated user of Carillon. Can you help her devise new horrors for the minds of the unworthy? You can only do this once. Need an ordeal? Inescapable truth? Indulgence? Excess? Enlightenment? Endurance? Deprivation? A shift in perspective? And unlocked when you do not have the Deviless's particular appreciation. So that must be a quest that gives us. Alright, she must be used to explaining to newcomers. Yeah, let's do this one. 7 gardens for 7 sins. We do whatever is necessary to reclaim unsatisfactory souls, she says. She sits back in her chair. You can imagine her making such a pitch. The princes of hell. For humans, primarily. Though we do attend to a few other creatures elsewhere in the Great Chain. They come to us with souls that are stained, disused, in every kind of sordid condition, and we make them acceptable again. Most of those who come to us are volunteers. The rest are beyond the position of being able to volunteer, consigned to Carillon by their families or employers. We have met the presiding Deviless. Yeah. And after stay Carillon, what then? One should not enter. One does not know how to leave. She looks surprised. Most people go home, she says. Some find that they are weary of their souls and pass them on to us. So is that like assisted suicide or something? We operate on a slender profit, and what goes... and on what we can from donations, or from sales of penance and forgiveness. She looks at the blank page before her. But what of you? You look sturdy enough to make full use of our services. Are you afraid of needles? What is your view of worms? Which do you fear more, venoms or poisons? When she takes down a page or two on all your least favorite things. Then she takes down a page or two on all your least favorite things. Spoken to the presiding Deviless. Yeah. Why would I want to do this? Listen to a proposal and gain access to the terraces of Carillon. You know what, right now I'm going to leave. Farewell. Come back if you have any further questions, says the Deviless. She has already opened the next file on her desk. Okay. I'm curious as to what they would do. We did have a previous conversation with somebody who said that, I think it was in Port Prosper, there were some people who said that my soul was, I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like bad and boring, basically. Okay, so we can travel around Carillon. Carillon is broken into terraces where most soul treatments take place. Some are easier access than others. Try to explore Carillon. By the fact that it just says try right here, I get the impression that they're not going to let us. Others seem to be coming and going as they please. Gentle denial, of course. Before you take the first step towards one of the terraces, a devil blocks your way. Not yet, I'm afraid. You must have permission from the presiding Deviless. Some of our procedures are exceedingly delicate. We need to be certain you will comprehend what you are seeing. He turns you in the direction of the center of Carillon. I'm sure she'll make time to see you. I don't know if I want to do anything here. I mean, we don't have any nightmares. We're not troubled. So I can't imagine what a cleansing of our soul would actually give us. Maybe this is something I need to look up. Because it sounds like it's going to hurt us, if anything. Now, let's go to the shops. Go to the bazaar. And get rid of our gourd of Forester nectars, which are filling our inventory. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oof. Oh yeah. Presiding Deviless takes the gorge herself. Fabulous. We would hate for the limitations of the penitent's vocal cords to obstruct their treatment. And we got an otherworldly artifact out of it. It's beautiful. And we got some bargains. 7. Can't even fit all of those. The buoyant broker has been trying to sell ours to the devils. They just ain't interested, he complains. Suspicious, ain't it? Who'd turn down a little more time, eh? Show me a contented man and I'll show you a lunatic. I wonder if we can sell something else. Oh, we need this one. Wait, they're buying? Wait. Interesting. Alright, let's go to the bazaar. Buy up these. We will ship them back to New Winchester, which is where I think we're going next. Damn it. Now I really wonder what's in here. No. No. It's gonna cost us if nothing else. So let's go to the bazaar and buy these. The question is, should we leave a little inventory to pick up anything along the way? We are almost out of fuel, so it seems like we'll be relieved of one slot in our inventory shortly. So we'll buy some. Let's get out of here. Now we're gonna head back up to New Winchester. Pretty much a straight shot north, except that we have to do a little windiness. Mountainous rocks clad in jackets of frost rise above you. The passes are perilous. They're not that perilous. They're scary at all. We don't have any of those something spinsters. Those things are scary. But now you got good guns, so. Come here. Alright, let's go for sovereigns. We have a better chance. Please win. Why? Why are these always failures? I don't understand. Another crew member lost. I think we're operating on a skeleton crew at this point. You know what? I'm going to go up this way and take care of this little bit right here. think we're on a minimal crew. Let me just check this and see what... it's this, right? Your train. Minimum safe number is 6. Okay, we can't lose anybody else. Sweet. Catch the edge of that horn. Still a little ways to go. It's fine. All right. We're shortly going to want to move in. After this, I think it might be good to try to stuff. What is this? What was it? Fuel is the cheapest, so if we're gonna jettison something, it's good. That's just fuel. We trade fuel for fuel. That's fine. Yeah, after this, I'm not sure what to do. So we have missions in Magdalene's, we have missions in Port Prosper. Let's get to New Winchester before December's due, rather than just sitting out in the middle of nowhere. Fear is doing really well too. And when we dock here, we're probably going to lose what's left of it. Oops, that was the wrong button. Locomotives. You don't have enough money to buy a better locomotive. Every locomotive supports different equipment configurations. They also vary in the amount of cargo or crew they can carry and handle a little differently. Buy one. To buy one, visit the Wolvesey Station Yard. I never... Some of my hints seem to have disappeared. Alright, whatever. Okay, so repair a locomotive, no. Black box, no. We only have one secret, so we can't do that. We can't do these because we're vastly underrated for these things. We can... Let's take a look at this and see what we can do. So we need munitions. Yeah, we need munitions to finish this job. But we need one more, right? Where does it say? 3. Yep, okay. And we only have 2. They're both hanging out in the bank. So I think we're mostly just going to be selling stuff here. Clearing out our inventory. We have to keep a Forester Nectar and a Bronzewood for the clock in Prosperity. Whatever it's called. Port Prosper. Explosives for Lustrum. No. We're not gonna send stuff to Lustrum. They're the bad guys. Would be interesting to see if anybody sells stuff like that. Season hours. Oyster nectar. Oyster nectar. Verdant seeds. None of these really give us... None of them export what we're looking for. So we're gonna have to come across it in another way. Alright, so in that case, I think I'm gonna continue to look for the circus over here. That's probably the best use of our time. But we do need to clear out some of our inventory space. We're gonna head over to Victoria Market. And we're gonna get rid of all of our undistinguished souls. We're gonna get rid of all of our tea. We need 1 bronze wood and 1 coarser nectar for the clock tower. We're gonna get rid of all of our hours. And I suppose we're probably gonna end up trying to get back some fuel and supplies, but we'll do that afterward. Sweet. Alright. It's looking good. It's a really healthy bank account. Maybe we should stop over at Abraham's and see what else we can get. See, I don't understand this. Fuel consumption 130, but movement is 115. It's like, okay, I understand getting 15% more speed, but why would I want double that in extra fuel consumption? It doesn't make sense. So we have a bridge slot, plating slot, and a weapon slot. We could get sensible plumbing, but it increases our weight, and actually we don't have enough hearts, so we can't. Yeah, there's really nothing we can get here. We could look at the engine yard. This is the one that we really want, but I don't want to be bankrupted getting it either. So, and this one here is faster, I think. I don't know which of these stats is speed. In a previous playthrough, I bought this, and it was a huge mistake because it's you have like a really small crew. You have like no inventory space. So yeah, it's no good. This one would be the one that we'd want, and we'd have to get it, and then we'd have to install the plumbing to get a bigger crew. So I think that we'd have to have that already. So we're probably going to do this, and then I would go probably straight to this and skip this because I don't like having only one of these what do you call them, utility slots. This one has 2. And we've only got 1 right now, but it's we could get mining equipment basically, which would be good. But we don't want to give up our extra storage space, which we have right here. Anyway, doesn't look like there's anything really going on here. Winchester. Oh, unseasoned towers. That's alright. Alright, let's head out and do a little bit of exploring. So, I did a owl from here. So there's nothing in this area, so maybe we should go up here. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Oh, I forgot to pick up the crew. I don't want to be going around with the skeleton crew. We gotta go back. Fire on a crew. Now we need 4 to 6. So let's do 2 to 3. Alright, we got 3. There's a buzz. Chatter as your new crew board the engine. Yeah, I read this one. Yeah, let's move on. Actually, before we do anything, let's turn on our reports. That way, if we find ourselves down in either Corellin or Titania, we'll be able to fill out more reports and get more money out of it. Visit the Windward. It's 26 versus 20, so we're still winning. Nice. Alright. Guess we'll just go this way then. I don't like this little tail. Maybe we should follow that. Actually, we'll probably end up... No, never mind. I was going to say we'll probably end up clearing that tail anyway. If there's something in the area where I think there's... But I fear no such luck. So we'll actually come in this way, not this way. The sky here is scarred with old battles, wreckage, cruisers like scabs. We found Sheridan's Expanse, which I think we caught previously. Could be wrong about that. Whoa, what is that? Oh, is this it? We can find it already. Polmear's implanted Circus. This is exactly what we were looking for. A cluster of islands lie in the mist. Strings, about buntings flutter, but I didn't catch the rest of it. You'll have to rewind. Well, that was way closer than I expected. Oh, hey. Hello, buddy. How's it going? How's it going, buddy? Don't run into the wall, buddy. corner of the sky is a little over-traveled blah blah blah. Vista. Seize its cargo. Yes. Alright, unseasoned hours. That's one tackety nameplate. Oh, you level up. Alright, let's take a facet. Spent too much of your time in the engine yards, watching locomotives being built. So we need hearts, badly. So we're gonna have to do one of these. Black sheep. Oh, we could do scarred. So scarred would give us... Unfortunately, none of them are heart first. Our deception sucks, too. So we should probably do deception and heart. Although our strength isn't great either. Yeah, let's... No, actually... Well, we definitely want hearts. I can tell you that much. Let's do a black sheep. You never fitted in. You were a piece from another puzzle. You came to revel in your family's disappointment. Their disapproval was a trophy. Their condemnation, commendation. Why did they resent you? For your success. That which you deemed a virtue, they deemed a vice. What you adored, they despised. What they revered, you mocked. You were a stranger to the people you knew best. Or for your failures. What a disappointment you were. And how often and lengthy they informed you about it. But the things that mattered to them were unimportant to you. You would find your own path. I'm gonna do this one for your success. They were resentful. Right. Yeah, the reason why I decided to go for the strength instead is because I feel like it's... I feel like this game sort of rewards min-maxing a little bit, so you kind of, in general, I feel like you're better off having a few high stats rather than being a jack of all trades. Is this... Okay. So here I'm just... Oh boy. Oof. I was just doing a little bit of exploring here. But we can explore it more later. Should probably just get a feel of the general area first. This is in the middle of nowhere, jeez. Nielsen Point. It's kind of interesting because it's clearly two-dimensional in a game where, with a lot of the parallax, it seems kind of three-dimensional, but it's not. We'll finish the one surround and then we'll do a one surround on the inside. No terror. Maybe the big tent would be a location. But it's not. It's a little weird. Alright, well, whatever. Go ahead and dock. A memorial. Wait, what is this? Dude, pagan rights have no place here. That was stupid. Okay, here we go. A traveling circus has settled here. Too afraid. I should do this in more of like a ringmaster voice. How would I do something like that? A traveling circus has settled here. Too afraid to go further and too afraid to go back. Its clinking, gaudy locomotive scavenges such audiences that it can from nearby homesteads and delivers them for an evening of shabby, desperate, big top magic. Man, I fail at that horribly. Here's the amiable vagabond. You find him waiting serenely at Gervais's rest, clay pipe clamped between his teeth. He claims to be an expert in snake wrangling, thimble twisting, and stick swinging. He professes to be a psychologist, mythologist, and escapologist. He boasts he can tell stories that'll haunt you till you die, and play tunes that'll make stones dance. If all that fails to entice you, he supposes he could turn his hand to signaling. Officer requires a sign-on fee, but this officer requires only sky stories. He couldn't care less for your sovereigns. He wants to swap stories. This will give you the amiable vagabond. A signaler will increase your hearts by 4. Sweet. Bales by 4. Okay. And affiliation Bohemia by 1. We're taking him. Taking him on. The vagabond boards. When you accept him aboard, he pulls a grimy bottle of something opaque and unidentifiable from his inner coat pocket and takes a long, celebratory swig. I hope you've not... Oh, wait. I hope you're not having second thoughts already, Eve says and roars with laughter. He has no luggage to speak of, just the bindle over his shoulder and a fiddle in a battered leather case. Once he's slung both onto his bed, he heads to the galley and starts performing card tricks and telling ribald jokes at the crew. Most find him charming. Several make their apologies and abscond. Okay. Amiable vagabond has joined the crew, and I lost 2 sky stories. New total 3. It's fine. Well, let's do the inconceivable circus. Actually, let's take a look at what the shops have to offer first. Whoa, immaculate souls. What? Jeez. Man, they're expensive. Congenial vagabond and a sale of sublime souls. A congenial vagabond sells bottled souls in the shadows between the tents. He unwraps one. It blazes. This is no parson's soul, no milkmaid's. Not even a prophet's soul burns so brightly. Where did he get it? The vagabond smiles. I think we're going to buy up all this shit. Buy it. Alright. We're going to buy it and we're going to sell it. Now let's write this down. 215. See what we can get for it. Okay. Big Top Shop. Ooh, they sell bronzewood. We don't need it. Okay. Stories. The greatest show. The greatest show. That's what the advertisements promise. That's what the adverts promise. Nice. I like that. The reality is not impressive. Aside from the big top that dominates the circus, this place is shabby, poorly maintained, and even more poorly attended. Bored-looking circus folk run rotting booths. The clowns painted on smiles are no match for the deep-set misery behind the grease paint. Even the Calliope music playing on a rundown piano is more grimly resolute than cheery. Okay. We're going to write a report, of course. This doesn't seem a location of tactical importance. Even so, there may be an interest in who attends. The big top looms dramatically in the fog of the reach, but it's not nearly as imposing as the massive obelisk floating nearby. Some enterprising soul has hung bunting between it and the big top. As for the circus itself, outside of the performers, it is practically deserted. You may be the first new face the audience has seen in quite a while. The first new face in the audience in quite a while, rather. Alright, we're going to purchase a ticket. A bored urchin in dusty top hat waits to take your money. How much does that cost, actually? My money's not really a factor right now, so 5, and it takes time. The urchin hands over your tickets with no apparent enthusiasm. Thanks, he mutters. Okay, we've read that. The grubby urchin is nowhere to be seen. Enter the big top, the pride of the circus. Whatever that counts for here. Actually, what does this cost? 2 tickets. Okay. The greatest show. No one in the meager audience displays any enthusiasm, not even when the ringmaster thunders in on a horse-drawn Calliope. Then come the acts themselves. Oh dear. The humiliated magician's trapdoors fail to open, leaving his glamorous assistant notably unvanished. The bereaved acrobat swings from a single trapeze. The other hangs lonely and unused. Nice. The pensive clown's fire juggling act ends in disaster. And not the humorous kind. The less said about the lion tamer, the better. He should recover. Alright? I've gained a sky story. Sweet. Wait. Okay, no terror. Wonderful. They should have a different icon for this, because I thought I was getting terror. I was like, oh, how bad was this fire disaster? Fire juggling disaster. And I lost 2 tickets, the new total is 3. Okay, we can't do the big top again, apparently, which is fine. We can't speak to the ringmaster, so he does not put on a good face for the customers. But he's clearly troubled. So we need to be a familiar face. Okay. Visit the amusements. It should be enjoyable. What's this cost? 2 tickets. Okay, so we should have only 1 left. Yes. The circus staff are coming to recognize your face. Nice. The midway calls. At first glance, the circus is in poor shape. A second glance reveals how much worse things are than that. You try the battered mushrooms, and you realize why they have yet... Wait. You realize why they have yet to take off as a beloved snack. Okay. This was poorly worded for somebody who... for a game that was developed by a bunch of writers, basically. You shouldn't have said take off. It's very clunky in this sentence. And realize why they have yet to take off as a beloved snack. That doesn't fit. Anyway, attempting to dispose of the bag, you duck behind a stall and find a pile of them already waiting. A visitor pokes his head around. Is this where the bags go? She asks and deposits her own with the rest. Okay. Let's try to sneak behind. Guess we're not allowed back there? Maybe it'll be enough to make us recognizable. That makes it more interesting. caught in the act. A pair of clowns, whose paint-on smiles do not match their actual scowls, spot you almost immediately. There's nothing funny about the heavy sticks they carry. You are less than politely escorted back to the big top. Perhaps, if you were better known around here, you'd be less concerned. Back in... a scribbled note. Back in sounds followed by indecipherable scribble. How useful. Alright, it doesn't seem like we can do anything else here. So, that might end our time at the inconceivable circus. At least for now. But I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have, please like, maybe comment, maybe subscribe. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.